Oh! 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 No! Oh, Kumas! No, no, no! Cliffhanger! I lost! Ah! Hey guys, how's it going? Too Lazy for Life here, back at you again with another episode of Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya Season 1. We're on episode 6 now out of 10. Illya and Miyu are still fighting Saber Alter in that other parallel mirror world after they defeated Caster, and then Saber Alter just showed up out of nowhere and then just backhanded decked Rin and Luvia, and well, they got back up. And now they've also turned into their cat girl, magical girl costumes again. When Illya and Miyu gave them back their, well, what they call those sticks, those magical sticks, to temporarily just, you know, give them back their special powers to go fight Saber, because Miyu and Illya were out of options. They couldn't fight Saber by themselves. And yeah, we're gonna continue on with that and see how things go. From the preview, it seemed like Illya transformed into Archer, which was a interesting concept. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we already saw what Miyu transform into Lancer in like episode 1 or 2, so you know, it's pretty much expected, I guess, since Illya has the Archer card. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Gonna see what this is all about. Hopefully it's gonna be super hype. Because the last episode, as enjoyable as it was just, you know, a solid 24 minutes of just, you know, hitting your head against the brick wall being Saber Alter, because she was just shrugging off all of the attacks, most of them being magical, which I was, you know, just constantly just screaming to my TV, like, you know, why are you attacking Saber with magical attacks when she clearly has magic resistance X or A plus or whatever the heck you guys call it. And yeah, they just kept firing the magical beams, man, doing absolutely nothing. So at least you got some lore continuity, you got some consistency with Saber's, you know, character stats and traits and whatever from Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. So yeah, right, enough chitter chatter, guys. So in 3, 2, 1, go. How much screen time now is just gonna be shonen reruns and recap? I don't remember where we cliffhanged last episode. I could have sworn Rin and Luvia already, you know, attacked Saber after they showed off with all of that. Look, hey, look, Niagara Falls. Oh. Well, at least she broke off her chest plate. Actually, no, you broke off. Oh, no, she actually shed most of her armor. Oh, everyone's fucked again. Saber's like, I'll do you one better with Niagara Falls. I'll make an even bigger one. Look, oh my god. Those are some pretty damn good visuals. To be honest, like the entirety of Prisma, Illya looks better than the First Order movie. I'm dead, right? Huh. You gonna do me like that on episode 6? You guys told me this was a fucking slice of life, lolly jailbait, anime happy spin-off series, guys. I wasn't expecting Saber Ultra to just pop out of nowhere and then suddenly just wipe out Rin and Luvia and then leave these two in another fucking depressing and dark as shit setting and oh my god. He just doesn't die. Literally just as annoying as Saber Ultra in Heaven's Feel. Just doesn't fucking die. Apparently people in the comments have told me that if Shiro didn't jump on her in Heaven's Feel 3 at that time and stabbed her with a Rin's Azov dagger, she was just gonna get back up shortly after. It's like, so Ryder did all of that in Heaven's Feel 3 just to pretty much just disable Saber for like 30 seconds and she would have just gotten back up again. It's like, that's just bullshit, man. Funnily enough, I don't think we, other than the little teaser at the end of Heaven's Feel 2, I don't think we ever got to see Saber just walking around with just her normal, dark forms, casual clothes. What's that? Excuse me? Excuse me? Wait, she doesn't even have the stick anymore. What the fuck? Oh my god, are they even playing fucking Emiya's soundtrack? Hey! Yo! Not gonna lie. I probably was more hyped for this shit than probably anything I saw in Babylonia. Well, actually, no. Maybe episode 18 in Babylonia. Other than that, this fuck. Oh my god. Holy shit! And she even pulls out Kaleid. Okay. Okay. So Illya suddenly just became Emir then. What am I supposed to say about any of this? So, dude, that looks pretty damn legit even after having that. Oh my god, that looks so fucking good. You gone yet? Saber? You've had 3 episodes now out of this 10 in the spotlight. Are you dead yet? What the fuck just... They were the only witnesses. Yo! What the fuck? You carry her? How'd you... Hey, yo! Yo's got some fucking strength, man. Who makes all these artworks, man? Who the heck makes all these artworks at these end cards at the end of all these episodes? That one looked pretty cool. Huh. That could be, I don't know. Nah. I probably won't use that as a thumbnail, to be honest. I'll probably just use something from the episode. But man, guys, what the fuck? This is the first episode of the day. This is the first recording session of the day. I wasn't expecting to wake up to this. I wasn't expecting to start my day off like this. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just watch, man? Holy shit. I was complaining at the start like, oh, good. We have like 3 minutes of fucking shonen recap again. Is this episode going to be another resident sleeper? And then suddenly, after Saber Alter just popped back out from the ground again after Rin and Luvia nuked her, and then she counter nuked them back, and then I thought they killed. At that point, like honestly, at that point I was like, please show, say psych right now, okay? Don't mess around with me, okay? I'm on episode 6 of season 1. Okay, don't you go fucking trolling me now. Don't you go fucking debating me now and tricking me into thinking I just joined another Happy Sunshine sideshow spin-off show, slice of life, happy lolly jailbait, colorful rainbow series, and then you're gonna suddenly say, jokes, yipped, and then you get fucking nuked and half the side characters and supporting characters are dead again, and I have to go back into my hole of sadness and depression. At that point, that was what I was thinking when suddenly the sad music started kicking in and Illya started crying and looking all depressed, and then they just realized Rin and Luvia were gone and no one was answering. I thought, I honestly was starting to slowly go from denial into acceptance and expect the worst. that they actually died, and it was gonna lead to some major character development and future, you know, suddenly, you know, leading on to more dark shit and that kind of story route, right? You debate people at the beginning with this false premise of it being a happy lolly jailbait slice of life anime in like the first 3 episodes or so, and then suddenly in this episode you're just gonna kill off Rin and Luvia. But nope. Luckily they're too stubborn to die. I don't like Rin and Luvia, man. In this show they seem like, you know, they're competent, and at the same time, they are way too angry and stubborn to die. Local magical girls, local magic high school students, too angry to die. All right. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm glad. Okay, I'm relieved that they're not dead. Okay, but then after that was a whole, you guys have to explain all of that to me. Okay, that was a whole, ooh, Jackie Chan me, ooh, what the fuck? So Illya, there's some lock inside Illya that just snapped and broke. Okay, and then just unchained. Okay, release restraint inside Illya, and she suddenly, that made no sense to me. Okay, like. So she didn't have Ruby, she didn't have the Kaleido stick, and she oh cool. I didn't even, oh wow, just subconsciously subconsciously managed to remember that name and mutter out that word, the Kaleido stick. It's amazing sometimes how your mouth can just run automatically like that, and it can just pull out stuff that you forgot ages ago. Kaleido stick. That was the word I was looking for at the start of this episode. So, so Illya didn't have the Kaleido stick. So, I thought the Kaleido stick was what gave, you know, Illya and Miyu and Rin and Luvia their magical powers, right? Otherwise, they're just normal, ordinary day girls. But no, suddenly Illya just pulls out the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card and it's like, I play Archer in attack mode. And then suddenly she also fucking acts as a human dual disc as well, and holographically just projects fucking, I know this isn't, get the sarcasm, okay guys, so if you haven't already, I'm not saying that's actually what happens. She somehow, as the name suggests, installed, okay, the Archer card, and it basically fused, I guess, Emiya's spirit into herself. So she suddenly just became Emiya. Well, based on since I already saw Grand Order, she basically became a pseudo servant, right? Right, or at least that's what I think based on my existing library of knowledge. I don't know whether that's right or wrong. But yeah, she's not a demi servant, so she's a pseudo servant. So she suddenly just became Emiya. So she became Archer from, you know, Unlimited Blade Works, from Fate Stay Night and whatever. And then she started going to town on Saber Ulta, man. She started, what, that fight, okay, like I said during the reaction, that fight, honestly, was probably more hype and got me more fucking smiling and excited than, like, 90% of Babylonia. And I wasn't even expecting that. I thought this was gonna be some lame-ass side story, spin-off story, slice of life, jailbait, lolly, rainbow, you know, sort of, just that kind of, anime, right? But just with a Fate skin over it. Where did that come from? What was that? Holy crap, man! Illya's fucking fight versus Saber Ulta. This episode was. I'm gonna have to watch that again later. That was insane. You see the animation and the visuals, man. Like I said, the visuals of this series is freaking impressive. Came out 8 years ago, and it's like 2013. So. I don't think Unlimited Blade Works was even out yet at that time. It looks pretty damn freaking good, man. Like, for, you know, it's not Ufotable's art style, but just the visuals, honestly, I would say, I wouldn't say it's as good as Unlimited Blade Works, but it's damn near up there. All right, it is almost up there. It's almost like neck and neck with Unlimited Blade Works. That fight was a fucking amazing. Okay, like. They even played Emiya's soundtrack in the background. Like, what the hell? Oh my god! How does that work? So those cards you can use those cards without the sticks, right? If you somehow manage to break some kind of seal inside you, I guess, which is allowing you to, I don't know, become one with the heart of the cards. I could pull out more Yu-Gi-Oh references for you guys. The heart of the cards. You become one with the card, literally. And yeah, you can install it into yourself. It doesn't require any, magical, supernatural powers in your body. You just shove the card inside yourself and you become the card. All right, makes a whole lot of logical sense, right? No, it doesn't. And yeah, during that fight, she literally did everything Archer could do. She even had the power. It had, like, it's not just a cosmetic. It's not just the Archer cosmetic. She literally took upon unlimited blade works as well, allowing her to just project and conjure up. She even said trace on. So it's not like she just had the Archer costume, even though she's not really, that Archer. She was that Archer. She had unlimited blade works. She had the whole power to trace and project every single weapon in the library. And she even managed at the end there to project Excalibur and like, oh man, let's talk about that. Saber alters fucking Anna, like that charge up, that firing run of her Dark Excalibur. That honestly looked like, it almost looked exactly the same sequence as the one I saw in Heaven's Feel Part 3. I'm gonna have to compare those, okay, in the future. I'm gonna have to see whether did Ufotable copy this one? Okay, I hope not, because when I was watching that scene, it looked very, very damn near like one-to-one replica of when Saber was about to fire off Dark Excalibur. Like it felt almost like deja vu watching that particular scene. Illya, man, she also, her Excalibur somehow was stronger than the dark one. Well, I guess light always triumphs over dark, right? And yeah, wasn't expecting that. That's pretty much my thoughts on this episode in a nutshell. It was you had me in the first half. That second half just literally came out of nowhere. Oh, although, technically the preview did show Illya, becoming Archer, but I wasn't expecting that level of production value with her fight against Saber, man. I wasn't even expecting her to pull out so many weapons. She pulled out the black and white, mirror swords. She pulled out Kaleid. She pulled out Excalibur. Like, oh my god. Just my brain's fried. As you can see, I'm lagging. Okay, I'm lagging like mad. I'm just tripping over my own words. My brain EXT stopped working after watching that second half of this episode. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. That's all of my thoughts that I can conjure up right now before my brain starts to blue screen of death. So that's it for this episode 6 of Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya, guys. Hope you've enjoyed my reaction. All right, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, sign up to my Patreon, join my Discord. Big massive shout out to all of my existing patrons right now supporting me on the platform. And last but not least, one big massive shout out to Eden's Musketeer. Once again, thank you very so much for your insane level of patronage and support. Okay. For being the top supporter of the Too Lazy for Life community so far and helping me fund my rent and my weekly food bill. If any of you guys out there also want to help me fund my monthly rent and my weekly food bill so I don't get kicked out into the streets and having to sleep out in the cold with nothing to eat, okay, please, by all means, join my Patreon and subscribe for $4.99. Every $4.99 subscription will be making me one meal closer in every month, okay, to not being a starving African child. All right, so yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all very shortly for episode 7 of Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya. All right, hope you've enjoyed this one. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. This was an absolute shocker of an episode. I wasn't expecting this episode to suddenly, man, if this show keeps going like this, I don't know, guys. If the show keeps going like this, I might actually have to continue watching this seriously. Oh man, hopefully they just bring it back down to reality, being a degenerate lolly jailbait slice of life anime, and I'll just treat this episode as a random one-off special. But if they keep going at this rate, it's like the premise was nothing but a debate. It was nothing but false advertisement, and it's like I'm watching a legit Fate series. It's like I'm watching a serious Fate series suddenly, right? From this episode, like the episode's like, oh, I'm done fooling around. I'm done playing games, and it's time to get serious. Man, if it's like this every single episode, or at least the majority of the episodes, I wouldn't mind watching this weekly. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. All right, we'll see what the next episode has in store for us. Okay, but until then, that's it from your boy. Bye for now.